Hello class, I'm Sir Dash Masong. Welcome to my college entrance test review, Math Part 2. Let's start. Math 11. If 2x plus 3y is 12 and 3x minus 2y is 5, what is the value of x plus y? A3, B4, C5, or D6? Again, if 2x plus 3y is 12 and 3x minus 2y is 5, what is the value of x plus y? A3, B4, C5, or D6? Go. You can pause this video muna and then solve it on your own. Alright, let's solve it. Sir Dash, paano nga ba sinasolve itong problem na ito? There are several ways to solve it. So, isang solution lang yung ipapakita ko for now, ha? So, to solve this system of equations, pwede mong eliminate yung isang variable, either x or y. For this solution, ang i-eliminate ko yung y muna. Okay? For that to happen, I need to multiply the first equation by 2 and the second equation by 3. You will see later why. So, let's do that. First equation, 2x plus 3y equals 12 multiplied to 2, magiging 4x plus 6y equals 24. Second equation, multiply by 3, that would be 9x minus 6y equals 15. From there, you can add the two equations. So makikita mo na magka-cancel out si 6y. Ayan. Ang matitira na lang would be 13x equals 39. Now, you can solve for x from there. So that would be x equals 3. May value ka na ni x, so you can now solve for y using any of the equations. So, pwede kong isubstitute si x kay first equation or second equation. Let's try to substitute it sa first equation. So that would be 2 times 3 plus 3y equals 12. That would be 6 plus 3y equals 12. Solving for y, you will see that y equals 2. So, meron ka ng value ni x at y. So, you can now solve for the value of x plus y. So, that would simply be 3 plus 2 or 5. So, the correct answer is letter C. That's it. See you sa next session. God bless. Math 12. The length of a rectangle is 3 meters longer than its width. If the perimeter is 34 meters, what is the area? A. 45 square meters. B. 54 square meters, C. 63 square meters, or D. 70 square meters. Again, the length of a rectangle is 3 meters longer than its width. If the perimeter is 34 meters, what is the area? A. 45 square meters, B. 54 square meters, C. 63 square meters, and D. 70 square meters. Go. Alright. Sir, paano sinasolve to? To solve for the area, alam natin yung area ng rectangle is length times width. Pero dito, hindi binigay yung area. Ang binigay ay yung perimeter. So from there, tignan natin kung paano siya isa-solve. Okay. Let's have this representation. Yung width ay W meters, yung length ay W plus 3 kasi 3 meters longer daw than the width. And then, alam natin na yung perimeter is simply twice ng length plus width or 2L plus 2W. So we can substitute now the length and the width from our representation. So that would be 2 times W plus 3 equals 34. Okay, and yung perimeter natin. From there, we can simplify the equation. Combine like terms, we can see that 34 equals 2 times 2W plus 3. And then, simplify further, 17 equals 2W plus 3. Solving for W, you will see that W equals 7. At alam natin that si length is 3 meters longer than the W nga daw na. So the length would be 7 plus 3 or 10. So to solve now for the area, which is simply length times width, you will have 10 times 7 equals 70 square meters. So the answer is letter D. That's it. See you sa next session. God bless. Math 13. What is the next term in the sequence? 3, 8, 18, 38, blank. A. 58, B. 68, C. 78, or D. 88. Again, what is the next term in the sequence? 3, 8, 18, 38, and blank. A. 58, B. 68, C, 78, or D, 88? Go. Alright, let's solve this. So, paano nga ba sinusolve ito? There are many ways to solve this and I will show you two solutions. Number one, this is one of the possible solutions. Pwede mo tignan yung difference nila. So, let's try to see the differences between the consecutive terms. For example, 8 minus 3 is 5, 18 minus 8 is 10, and 38 minus 18 is 20. Can you see the pattern now? From there, you will see that the differences double each time. So, yung 5, naging 10, naging 20. Hence, yung next difference would be 20 times 2 or 40. So, alam mo na 49 difference na. So, the next term probably would be 38 plus 40 or 78. The second solution is like this. You can multiply the term by 2, then add 2. For example, yung 3 times 2 plus 2 would be 6 plus 2 or 8. Next, 8 times 2 plus 2 is 18. Next, 18 times 2 plus 2 is 38. And the last one, 38 times 2 plus 2 is 78. So the correct answer is letter C. That's it. See you sa next session. God bless. Math 14. If a die is rolled twice, what is the probability that the sum of the two rolls is 7? A, 1, 6, B, 1, 8, C, 1, 9, or D, 5 over 36. Yung die ay yung singular form ng dice. Or ngayon, tinatanggap na rin naman yung dice as singular. Ano? So if a die or dice is rolled twice, what is the probability that the sum of the two rolls is 7? A, 1 over 6, B, 1 over 8, C, 1 over 9, or D, 5 over 36. Go. You can solve this equation and pause. Alright, sir, paano sinusolve ito? So, ito yung possible solution niyan. First, you have to look for the total possible outcomes when rolling a die twice. Alam natin na yung die or dice, meron siyang 6 sides or 6 possible outcomes. Ano? So, kung twice, that would be 6 times 6, which is 36. Next, let's list all the pairs that sum to 7 according dun sa may requirement ng problem. Ano? So, ano yun? You have 1, 6, 2, 5, 3, 4, 4, 3, 5, 2, and 6, 1. So, bilangin natin, that would be 6 in all. So, meron kang number of favorable outcomes na 6. So, to get now the probability, that would be simply 6 divided by 36, or 1/6 in lowest terms. So, the correct answer is letter A, 1 over 6. That's it. See you sa next session. God bless. Math 15. Solve for x. The absolute value of 2x minus 5 equals 9. A, x equals negative 2. B, x equals 7. C, x equals negative 2 or x equals 7. Or D, x equals 2 or x equals negative 7. Again, solve for x. The absolute value of 2x minus 5 is 9. A, x equals negative 2. B, x equals 7. C, x equals negative 2 or x equals 7. Or D, x equals 2 or x equals negative 7. Go. Pause the video and try to solve it on your own. Alright, sir, paano sinosolve to? So, tignan natin. Ang ibig sabihin ng term na absolute value of 2x minus 5 means yung term na yon, pag in-absolute value mo, ang answer niya is 9. Ibig sabihin, yung term inside can be equal to 9 or negative 9. Kasi we know that the absolute value of 9 and negative 9, parehas silang 9. Hence, we can have two equations. First, 2x minus 5 is 9 or 2x minus 5 is negative 9 for our second equation. So, isolve natin individually. Yung first equation muna. 2x minus 5 is 9. So, solving for x, 2x equals 14 or x equals 7. Second equation, 2x minus 5 equals negative 9. So, 2x equals negative 4 or x equals negative 2. Hence, the answer is negative 2 or 7. The correct answer is letter C. That's it. See you sa next session. God bless. Math 16. A car travels from city A to city B at an average speed of 60 kilometers per hour. It returns to an average speed at 40 kilometers per hour. What is the average speed for the whole trip? A. 48 kilometers per hour, B. 50 kilometers per hour, C. 52 kilometers per hour, or D. 55 kilometers per hour. Again, a car travels from city A to city B at an average speed of 60 kilometers per hour. It returns at an average speed of 40 kilometers per hour. What is the average speed for the whole trip? A. 48 kilometers per hour, B. 50 kilometers per hour, C. 52 kilometers per hour, or D. 55 kilometers per hour. Go. You can pause the video and solve it on your own. Alright. Sir, paano nga ba sinasolve ito? So, this is a physics problem, no? Pero marami po na mga physics problem as word problems lumalabas sa math test din. So, let's try to solve this one. Okay, first, unahin ko yung common error. Ang common error dito, to get the average speed, ang ginagawa ng student, ina-add lang yung dalawang speed. So, 60 plus 40, 60 kilometers per hour plus 40 kilometers per hour, then dinidivide by 2. So, that would be 60 plus 40, 100 divided by 2, that's 50 kilometers per hour. And mali po iyon. Please, okay? So, how to solve, sir, yung average speed? Balikan natin sa definition sa physics. Ang average speed is simply the total distance divided by the total time. Hence, kailangan natin ma-solve yung total distance at yung total time and then divide it to get the average speed. Okay? So, tignan natin. Let's get some representation muna. Let one-way distance be d kilometers or d. And then yung time, from the equation, if speed is distance over time, alam natin na time is distance over speed. Okay? So, tignan natin. I-solve natin yung time for the first trip, yung city A to city B. So, time is simply the distance over the speed. So, that's d kilometers over 60 kilometers per hour or simply d over 60 hours. Yung return trip from B to A, you have t2. So, that's d kilometers over 40 kilometers per hour or d over 40 hours. And from there, we can have the total distance of 2d kilometers kasi d kilometers papunta and d kilometers pabalik. And the total time, just add them. So, d over 60 plus d over 40, and then solve for it, you will have d over 24 hours. So, meron ka ng total distance and total time. So, we can now divide them to get the average speed. So, that's total distance over total time. That is 2d over d over 24. Solving for it, you will have 48 kilometers per hour. So the correct answer is letter A. Alright, see you sa next session. God bless. Math 17. If 20% of a number is 30, what is 50% of the same number? A. 60, B. 75, C. 80, or D. 100? Again, if 20% of a number is 30, what is 50% of the same number? A. 60, B. 75, C. 80, or D. 100? Go. Pause the video and solve it on your own muna. Alright, sir, paano to sinasolve? So, tignan natin. Magkaroon muna tayo ng representation. Let the number be n. Then, sabi sa first statement, 20% of the number is 30. 20% means 0.2. So, 0.2 times n equals 30. From that equation, pwede nating masolve si n. Kaso wala tayong calculator, ano? So, n is 30 over 0.20. Pwede mo namang i-divide na yon or simply, you can rewrite 0.20 as 1 over 5. So, 30 over 1 over 5. And that is equal to 30 times 5 or 150. So, from there, alam natin na yung number ay 150. The question now is, ano daw yung 50% ng number na yon? So, 50% is 0.50 or 0.5. So, 0.50 times 150 is 75. So, the correct answer is letter B, 75. Alright, see you sa next session. God bless! Math 18. What is the sum of the first 20 positive even integers? A. 380, B. 400, C. 420, or D. 440? Again, what is the sum of the first 20 positive even integers? A. 380, B. 400, C. 420, or D. 440? Go. Pause the video and try to solve it on your own. Alright sir, paano po ito sinasolve? So there are many ways to solve this. Yung iba ang ginagawa, nililist lahat itong 20 positive even integers tapos ina-add. Pero medyo matagal siyang gawin. So tignan natin paano sinasolve. So first, tignan natin yung first 20 even integers, positive even integers. So ayun yung 2, 4, 6, 8, 10 hanggang 40. From there, kita natin that this is an arithmetic sequence. Tama? Yung first term natin, A1 is 2 at yung last term natin, A20 is 40. At yung number of terms natin ay 20. Since this is an arithmetic sequence, pwede natin gamitin yung sum formula. Ano ba yung sum formula? Sabi doon, S sub n equals n times the quantity A1 plus AN all over 2. Again, S sub n equals n times the quantity A1 plus AN all over 2. Yung n, yung number of terms. For this case, that's 20. Yung A1, yung first term, that is 2 for this problem. AN is A sub 20, and that is 40 for this problem, then divided by 2. So we can plug in now sa equation natin. So that's 20 times the quantity 2 plus 40 all over 2. Solving for it, that's 20 times 42 over 2, or simply 10 times 42, or 420. So the correct answer is letter C. That's it. See you sa next session. God bless. Math 19. If the hypotenuse of a right triangle is 13 centimeters and one leg is 5 centimeters, what is the area of the triangle? A. 25 square centimeters, B. 30 square centimeters, C. 32.5 square centimeters, or D. 60 square centimeters. Again, if the hypotenuse of a right triangle is 13 centimeters and one leg is 5 centimeters, what is the area of the triangle? A. 25 square centimeters, B. 30 square centimeters, C. 32.5 square centimeters, or D. 60 square centimeters. Go. Pause this video and try to solve it on your own. Alright, sir, how do we solve this? So let's have some representation first. Ang meron ka dyan yung hypotenuse na 13 centimeters at yung one leg na 5 centimeters. So let the other leg be B. And then since this is a right triangle with hypotenuse and one leg, we can use the Pythagorean theorem. So sabi sa Pythagorean theorem, let's recall A squared plus B squared equals C squared. So from here, that's 5 squared plus B squared equals 13 squared. So that would be 25 plus B squared equals 169. Solving for B, we can see that B squared equals 169 minus 25 or 144. Take the square root, that would be B equals plus or minus 12. But since we are talking about the triangle, we can use the positive length. So plus 12 centimeters. So we now have the sides or yung dalawang legs niya na 5 centimeters and 12 centimeters. We can now solve for the area. Ang area ng triangle or right triangle is 1/2 times leg 1 times leg 2. So that would be 1/2 times 5 times 12 or 1/2 times 60 since 5 times 12 ay 60. And that would be 30 square centimeters. That's it. See you sa next session. God bless. Math 20. A bag contains 4 red, 3 blue, and 5 green marbles. 2 marbles are drawn at random without replacement. What is the probability that both are blue? A 1 over 22, B 3 over 22, C 1 over 11, or D 3 over 11? Again, a bag contains 4 red, 3 blue, and 5 green marbles. 2 marbles are drawn at random without replacement. What is the probability that both are blue? A 1 over 22, B 3 over 22, C 1 over 11, or D 3 over 11? Go. Try to solve it on your own. Pause the video. Alright, sir, paano i-solve to? Parang ang complex naman ng problem. Madali lang to if you can remember your probability lessons. Okay, tignan muna natin. Ilan ba lahat yung marbles mo? Ang total marbles daw, meron kang 4 red, 3 blue, and 5 green marbles. So 4 plus 3 plus 5. So that's 12. Now, sabi daw, kailangan both are blue marbles. So yung first probability natin that the first marble is blue, ay bilangin natin kung ilan nga ba yung blue marbles natin. Sabi 3. So that's 3 blue marbles over 12 total marbles. So that's 3 over 12 or 1 over 4 in simplest form. Now, kailangan daw yung second marble din ay blue. So if that's the case, nabawasan mo na ng isang blue marble, so dalawang blue marble na lang. Tapos 12 yung total minus 1, so 11 na lang yung remaining. So yung second probability that the second marble is also blue, that would be 2 over 11. And then from there, to get the probability that both marbles are blue, we just need to multiply. 1 over 4 times 2 over 11 is 2 over 44 or 1 over 22. So the correct answer is letter A, 1 over 22. That's it. See you sa next session. God bless. Hashtag, sana makatulong. Kung gusto mo ng free PDF copy ng reviewer na ito, I can send it to you. Paano? Just like, comment, and share this video and pakisend yung proof sa aking Facebook page, Sir Dash Masong. For more reviewers and scholarships, you can follow me on my social media account, Sir Dash Masong, available sa YouTube, Facebook, and TikTok. Ayun lang. God bless!